Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause.
And we heard from John Henson before the game. A player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove.
Defensively, offensively, I think I'm better offensively than people give me credit for, and I'm stronger than I look. And that's something that I'm trying to prove.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, it's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
Well, we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
That's who they are. They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting into that paint.
On the court for the Bucks, Jared Bayless is out there with Mayo. Then it's Greg Monroe. Then it's Mozgov. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Leto's checked in for Cleveland. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on it and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
Here's Booker. A second chance effort, and the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Oden.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And Bayless kicks to Monroe. Down low. Mayo drives in. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
And Mozgov comes to help. And it's Oden finishing it off.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Fires from deep. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Cleveland.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Cavalier girls. Nice job, Cavalier girls. What do you say, fans? Do you feel pumped up now?
They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. In third, the Cavaliers.
You know, when you make a mistake against this team, they make you pay. I mean, because they convert those turnovers into fast break points, and that really can be demoralizing.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
To stop the run, Bayless's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And that one's good.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can close it out.
And he gets the bucket. 7 points for Chris Middleton.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Kicks to Beasley. To the middle. Mozgov with the block. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Monroe dishes to Bayless. It's deflected.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Here's Monroe. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks. Cleveland shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
Well, Clark, the Bucks were much improved on the road last season, going 18-23.
Yeah, they were very competitive. This young team fought hard and rarely found themselves out of games on the road, which is a good sign for the future.
Smith checked in for Greg Oden. Lito kicks to Booker. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Bucks trail by 4. Now Bayless. 5 points in the game. And here's Mayo from beyond the arc. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Booker. 8th in three-point shooting. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And, you know, back to his efficiency from 3. You know, defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really not having any success.
Arroyo kicks to Lito. Shot off the pick. The shot's good. Arroyo making the play. Lito's got 8.
And for the Bucks, who only won 5 road games in 2014, last year's mark of 18 is a huge step forward. Still, they had problems last year as they had an 11-game road losing streak towards the end of the season.
Arroyo kicks to Smith. Passes it to Arroyo. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Smith on the wing. Shoots from 14. It's rebounded by Mayo.
Well, I tell you, the Bucks are taking steps in the right direction on the road. The problem is the franchise hasn't had a winning record on the road since 2001.
And he gets the bucket. Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Arroyo. 10 points for him. He dishes it to Beasley. To the right side. It's tipped. Stolen by Middleton. Now Bayless. 5 points in the game. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Arroyo kicks to Booker. Makes it off the glass. Booker's got 4 this quarter.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he had.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. And 12 points for O.J. Mayo.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's Lido, guarded by Mayo. Arroyo kicks to Smith. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And guys, Josh Smith, an interesting blend of talents. A good defender, great finisher around the rim. Also an underrated passer at times for a big man.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Josh Smith, kind of a tweener. He's spent some time at power forward. Clark, he's spent some time at small forward. He's handled the ball. He's kind of all over the place.
Yeah, he is, but I think he's best, Kevin, working inside. He's gotten stronger. He's worked on his post game, and I think as time has passed, he's settled in as a full-time power forward. At least that's where he should settle into.
Bayless's shot is off.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And that one's good. 8 points for Lance Stevenson.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
And Bayless kicks to Plumlee. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Henson, a screen on Stevenson. 5 on the clock. They get it back. Parker passes to Vasquez. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Vasquez has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
Here's Smith. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, guys, Josh Smith, an interesting case. Clark, he shot about 2 triples a game last year, yet for the last 3 seasons, his free throw percentage has been under, surprisingly, 55%.
Yeah, and that's terribly troubling. I mean, his three-point percentage improved in Houston, but the free throws, really, he can do much better than that. You look at his stroke, I think it's just a matter of concentration with Josh.
So he can't get either to fall.
And with Smith and his shooting, a lot of it is mental. I mean, he has a terrific stroke from anywhere. The free throws are all in his head because he can make threes. He's just got to be a little more focused.
Cleveland's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And it's Harris off the drive. Milwaukee with the rebound. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
And, you know, thinking again about Smith, he made some big shots for the Rockets last year, but you never know quite what you're going to get with him taking perimeter shots.
There's 48 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And it's Parker in the corner, inside. Here's Plumlee. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Smith for 3, and the shot is good. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Vasquez can't get it to go.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And Anderson gets it to go.
Boy, that was a pretty assist by Harris.
Vasquez with it. Good D by Stevenson. And that concludes the first half. Cavaliers lead by 6. We'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports